What's going on, everybody? Oh my god, it's so early in the morning. You guys are probably all laughing at me, but Jesus. I worked until, well, I got to sleep at around 4 or 5 a.m. What's going on, Andrew, Young King, Matthew, Chris, Logtrog, Mango Verde? Well, you know, Mango, bots will be bots. Bots have no feelings. Anyway, guys, got a little bit of time today. What's up, Dorian McGinnis? How you doing? Just chilling. Saigon. Well, first things first. I need to get me some storm boots on my Dryad. God, I hate that map, though. Here's Omni. What's going on? I'm from Northern Ireland, Dorian. I got no problem pronouncing names with MC in the front of it. My phone's going crazy this morning. So I just upgraded, and I got one of those new Google Pixel phones. And man, these things are a little buggy. They got some sound issues with some little popping and stuff. Ponner's getting timed out. Boy, Nightbot is pissed this morning. Oh yeah. Let's see, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Tell you what, why don't we just start off, start right off with a little Dawn of the Blood Moon. Oh, I'm in the public lobby all the time, Dorian. I'm actually off work Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, so I spend a lot of time in the Steam group, the public chat, on those days. The other days I work. I get 3 days off, but I work really, really long days when I do work. So sadly, I don't get a whole lot done when I'm not working. Speaking of, am I in the chat now? Yeah, I'm in the group chat. Anybody that wants to, feel free to join me. You know, I looked for that myself, Chris. I'm not really certain. I'm assuming it was just bug fixes. But I looked around and I couldn't really find anything as far as like some sort of patch notes. What about the Abyss Lord there, Dorian? I missed you. The Abyss Lord is the shiz. I know a lot of people don't like the Abyss Lords, but I'm a big fan personally. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. I go in the public taverns every day. I haven't seen anything, Omni. Some of the kind of the glaring things that I looked at, like the crit scaling and everything else, I don't think has changed. Your first, I give everybody the same answer there. For as far as a first hero that anyone should buy, in my opinion, it should always be the EV2, but that, of course, is up to you guys. The EV2 is just really strong. It's a strong DPS character, and it's just a ridiculously valuable team player. As far as the Protons giving some nice slows and and buff beams, you know. Who doesn't love some buff beams? Buff beams are the shit. They're pricey ones there, Andy. One of the reasons is they're wider. Their Lavamancer walls cover about the length of not quite 2 blockades, but they are longer than like a normal blockade. But they are pricey indeed. That's actually one of the reasons why I don't really use them very often. Hey, what's up, Snipes? No giveaways today. I blew my supply last week. I did 3 live streams last week with the Lavamancer, or pardon me, with the new Dryad goodies, and I actually had 6 codes to give away. I gave them all away. There we go. Who we got? Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter's in. I have played Terraria, Patrick. Well, all walls damage and defend. The Lavamancer's not the only one. The Lavamancer does have some nice CC in the mix, though, which most of the other walls do not have. Let's see, what do we want to do here? I think I'm just gonna, for this run, just do the old spam it up. Scared Crow, what's going on? Tree Jesus? Tree Jesus has arrived. That's what you should name your, that's what you should name your Dryad there. Let's see, how do we want to do these? Let's go like right about there. 140D left. Maybe we'll get some boosts going here. You know what, I need to go ahead and prepare for the final wave now and put another PDT right there. I'm not sure they're dumb and stuck. I know a lot of people are doing it. I mean, people are farming the crap out of the old Souls of Night. You see, I only got 2 left, so I'm definitely due for some more soul farming. But I do have a bunch of the weapons now. I'm gonna try to get one of each. Well, I'm not gonna try. I'm definitely gonna get one of each, and then I'll do a little video showing them all off. I hopefully can get that done by this weekend. Let's see. Let's grab old Robo Deeps, and I'm still looking for more Dryad loot. So I'm gonna load my hero deck up with some Dryads, and we still got 1 spot available. So anybody that wants to join, don't be shy now. The boss on this fight, man, the EV2 just chews them up. This one I got mixed emotions on. I think yeah, Mad Hatter. Anyway, I got mixed emotions on the farm. Uh-oh. Whew. Anyway, the defense mode, I think, is quicker, because you can do a really mean spawn camp build. You don't have all these extra little spawns. However, the incursion is just more fun. I mean, obviously, you get to kill the eye. Who doesn't want to kill the eye? We got a little laggy lag going on. And still one spot open. Hope somebody snags it before Wave 5 gets here. Don't pass up on your free loot. Seems like the game volume is a little high. Does the game volume seem high to you guys? EV2, Tree Army, EV2. That's it. You know what? I should do a video on that, on which hero to buy first. That's definitely my most commonly asked question. And the EV2 here that I'm playing is just a beast. Beast. Everybody, all the cool kids at school are afraid of him. He's just that mean. Let's get a little up, up, up. Right there. Where are these bads coming from? There they are. Wave 1 doing this turtle build like this gets a little sketchy at moments. But this is, I mean, this is a very weak turtle build. Just PDTs and archers and Serenity R's. It's very blah with the build. The problem is the problem for me is it takes all of about 45 seconds to build it. So it's just terribly tempting just to throw these down every time like this. But anyway, I'll have lots of different flavors of builds on this map here over the next week or two. Let's see, where do we want to go next? Why not? That's not the right one. Right there, there we go. Get a little uppity up on that one. Only 10 bads left, so. Jesus, I just can't talk this morning. Alright. Let's see. Just gonna up some PDTs first, and then I'll go with the archers. You know what? Let me go ahead and get these archers, because range is kind of important to those ones. No, none of the Terraria weapons are the best. They're not designed to be the best. You know, a lot of people are getting angry on the forums about why their old weapon had more DPS. I mean, the last thing that DD2 needed in the game was for heroes to have more DPS. I mean, they're already 10 times stronger than what they should be, or what is required for the most difficult content. They're designed more for fun. You know, the biggest one for me, of course, is you know, the Mega Shark. I will always use that, just because, you know, is it the most effective? Nope. But man, I love me some rapid fire. The guys do, this map, all the bads kind of march out in single file for you. It's usually like 1 or 2 lanes at a time. So it makes it pretty darn easy. I mean, if you have, for any of the weapons on any hero, if you have already farmed up a good weapon prior to this patch, none of these new weapons are going to be an upgrade for you. But they will be an upgrade as far as the fun factor goes. But like I said, we got Nightmare 4 maps that require, say, 100k DPS to successfully complete it, and we've got people doing millions of DPS. So I mean, Like I said, the last thing that the game even needed is just more hero damage. So I'm glad that they didn't make something super OP. I mean, it's more collectible items. I'm going to get, like I said, I'm going to get them all just because I think they're cool. And they're fun to play with. You know, as far as straight up DPS characters, I will probably always play either the EV2 or the Gun Witch. And, you know, I could see using both of those weapons on either of those two characters. I lost maybe like 20k DPS. Versus my previous weapon. But I think it's much better as far as just my personal enjoyment. I want to fire faster. Faster, faster. Good enough. Yeah, I mean, you know, Celebration, those weapons just with the higher item power are going to be upgrades for people. But it's also, you know, remember, it's important to note that item power isn't everything. You know, I mean, obviously you want to get the highest item power you can get with the passives you want, but the proper passives are far more important than item power. Where that monk at? He running down the side road here. So I'm going to save my wave 4 mana. As you see, we got lots of DU left, so I'm going to blow that at the end of, right before wave 5 there for the boss. The boss. I mean, I had like on the EV, I had a pretty tricked out McManus projector that was item power 700, and it was all the stats I need. So even 50 less item power, it Celebration dropped me like 20,000-30,000 DPS. Ah, okay. Chris just cleared that up. The patch was fixed an issue with not being able to build near the World Tree. It did have a pretty crazy range. You couldn't put anything else very close to it at all. So that was it, huh? Well, yeah, but I mean, the big boy, like I saw the big boy drop all the time. I mean, all those passives you could get anywhere else. You know, I mean, obviously the Celebration passive is specific to it, but that's how I went too. I took me to big boy. I love it. You know, I mean, naturally, just on the EV2, just because of the power of the, Proton charge, you're already, or everybody's already stacking ability power, so it's just natural. You know, the big boy, or the grab bots, of course, scale off of ability power. So I'm going to save this here. Collect up as much as I can here. Throw some goodies up. So the Steam group is over 600 now. So very, very nice. Definitely gathering some steam. I'm going to be adding a few more mods to the group here pretty quickly. I haven't had got some candidates that are ready to do it. Just haven't had a chance to talk to them yet. With my craziness, my crazy work schedule here of late. Just so random. This is usually in the casino world. It's usually a pretty slow time of year until you get a little closer to Christmas. But man, we were packed last night. Till late. Treat getting smashed. Oh yeah. Now we're going to have to watch that Slickelion in Wave 5. I think these archers and PDTs will burn him down. But we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on him. How these guys doing? That one needs an up. Let's see how we're doing over here. Looks like everything's looking good over here. That PDT's got some action on it. So we're basically going to kill the boss man up here. And I will set up for that. What's up, Ahmad? Good to see you guys coming out. I'm going to try to make this a regular thing. Tuesday, of course, it's only natural to do some tower defense Tuesday. So as long as I can get my ass out of bed on Tuesday mornings. No, the celebration is definitely not the best for the demon eyes. Woohoo! Alright, let's see. So generally, I like to switch to... This is actually my Lightning Aura Monk that I never use, but I've got him set up right now with Empowering Calm. So that's going to give us a 25% damage boost. Plus, give us the Fat Heal, of course. Fat Heals are nice. And just to take it one step further, we can get a little additional heal from a World Tree back here. And you could put it just about anywhere because it's so cheap to upgrade and has ridiculous range once you do. And let's see, I got 220 left. So with the 200, I think we'll just throw in some anti-airs, but I want to get them in that buff beam, or that boost aura. So let's throw them. See, we'll throw one right there. Actually, we can fit them all right here. And I'll up these two in the back to increase their range a little bit more. It's a quick download, Shadow. I was kind of surprised to see it. Oh, I'm stuck here. There we go. Anyway, I was kind of surprised to see it, but it is a pretty quick update. Alright, so once again, we do have to watch that Slickelion, even though the boss is coming, because he's on the bridge now. So, why don't we just go ahead and wreck his face in? Is he getting... How's he doing? Oh, stay away from the core. Oh, man. Get away from the core. See if I can piss him off here. man. Yeah, you can't fight the eye by the core, because it doesn't take much to burn it. Still need to get me a storm helm. Yeah, whatever. I'll just stay. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you can't fight him down there, guys. You got to come back up away from the core. That's disappointing. Alrighty. Well, so much for that map. So I will reform. Is there actual patch notes now, Andres? Somehow I got... Oh, it must have been the new weekly. I didn't even see what it was. Yep, Clay. We are all a bunch of noobs, that's for certain. Yeah, anyway, the number one thing with the Eye of Cthulhu fight is you just can't go near the core. You go near the core, it's all over. Because it only takes... Usually it's only one shot. Oh, I looked on the website. They must have posted them up late. Because they weren't listed there this morning. When I first woke up. Oh yeah, that is a really easy one to get there, Omni. I tell you what, why don't we get some Frosty sliming going on? I kind of want to read those patch notes, but not many people in this tavern. But it's kind of odd playtime hours. A lot of people in the U.S. are at school or work right now. They're not all with this psychotic work schedule like me. Anyway, let's get a little Frosty sliming going here. Let's see. 3, and we need regular old Leafy. Let's see, yep. Land 500 random critical hits. Yeah, that's a pretty easy one. Free 600 medals there. I'm not complaining. Alright, let's get... now, one of the maps that I have yet to do, although I'm certain it'll work, and it's usually my favorite test map for some Frosty Slimers, is Forest Poachers. So, we got some fresh people that want to join. Feel free to hop on in. Let me see, I tell you what, before I build this one, I want to look at those patch notes real quick, because like I said, they weren't there when I looked earlier. Wow, what the hell just happened with my YouTube chat just went haywire there. Sorry guys, it just scrolled like crazy. I'm assuming it was lagging behind and just got caught up or something. So I apologize if I didn't mention anybody. Let me look real quick at those patch notes here. There we go. Let's see. Fix an issue, not be able to build another world tree. That's the only PC hotfix, huh? Yeah, it's all PS4. That's fine. PS4 needs some loving too. What's up, Sam? Shiny Lapis, you have to join if you join the Steam group. Let's see, I'm not sure how anyway, you join the Steam group and then you can just join right on me in group chat there. I'm not sure exactly how I want to build this. So this will be a bit of an experiment here. Let's see, I want to make sure, I want to have more than one Frosty per lane, but on the same note, I want to make sure I have plenty of DU left for the slimes and the hornets. So let's put 2 per lane, and I'll see what that leaves me. Man, the slimes really, really react well with the Frosties. Holy crap. Well, 600 DPS is pretty low there, man. I would suggest going to Onslaught and getting yourself just a basic Nightmare 4 starter set. That's what I do every time there's a new hero. In fact, I've got a Onslaught runs coming for sure for the Dryad. Alright, so we got the Frosties. What else do we need? Some Serenities never hurt. There's Nosferatu. Yeah, anyway, sorry about if I missed any of y'all's comments, as the YouTube chat just went crazy on me and it scrolled like 10 pages of chat. Lagging behind and got all caught up, I'm assuming. Now, we're not going to have any flyer defense other than these Frosties here. Now, the Hornets will go after some flyers a little bit. Guys, I usually don't respond to in-game chat here because I'm trying to watch chat on from the stream. So I'll attempt to answer your questions, but I can't guarantee that I'm even going to notice you typed one. Alright, so let's see. I got what? 470 DU left. That's actually enough for a decent amount of slimes. Let's get a... Oh shit, Justin Bieber just added me to his friends list. I got a feeling it's not the real Justin Bieber. Anyway, let's see, where can we put a world tree? I think I'm going to just go for it. Hope that it doesn't collect too much aggro, and put it right here. And I think that's going to cover everything I need covered. It looks like it. Now, if anything gets crazy and decides to dive bomb the world tree, it's going to hit my egg, which is going to be unfortunate. There's Pure Chocolate Thunder. PCT has arrived. Alright, anyway, let's see what we can do here for these. Let's go with, let's try starting off with, let's see. I want to go a Hornet back there. Let's go with a Hornet. And then 2 slimes. I'll do a Hornet and 2 slimes on this side, and then we'll see what that leaves me for the middle. Yeah, anyway, we got no flyer defense on this one, so we're going to have to pay attention to the flyers. See, so that actually leaves me 220 left. I could go with 1 more slime on each side, I think. Let's see. That's going to leave me a little light in the middle, actually. Let me get the middle loaded up, and then I'll see what I want to do here. See, so we're going to go Hornet. Hornet, slime, slime. And we got 110 left. So what could we do with 110? We could go with 2 slimes and a hornet. Why don't we do that? We'll put a slime on each side and then another hornet in the middle. There we go. We could use that slime after all. 2 slimes and a hornet. And we'll put the hornet, say... The hornets actually don't scale as well off of the frosties as the slimes do. So I'm putting the hornets a little further back where I'm hoping that the mobs won't reach that far, but of course we'll see here. Oh, absolutely, Ashley. That's exactly what it is. It is Frosty Trap inspired for sure. That was to be honest with you, when I saw the different defenses for the Dryad, that was the very first thing that popped to mind. Now, since this side, or the middle, is going to get a lot of pressure, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade those 2 slimes. And we got 50 left. See, I'll just save that for repairs, and let's see what we can do here. Now, of course, like I said, we're going to have to kill... we're going to have to manually kill the flyers, as these frosties will help us out, and the hornets will help us out. But if we ignore them, something will probably sneak through. So we've got a mini-map for the moment. Hopefully it stays. Of course, this map, the mini-map bugs out all the time, which is always a little frustrating. Alright, take a fly, fellas. Take a fly. Let's see, right about there. That right there is one of the strongest environmental traps in the game. That and the water from Safe and Sight D. See, so we got some flyers on the outside lanes. Looks like you guys took care of the other side. Perfect. And as far as upgrades, I think we're gonna have to check the walls and see if the walls need any upping throughout the course of it. But I believe it's just gonna be upgrading slimes for the most part. Tony, what is my favorite hero? It's a tough decision. I mean, really it depends. My favorite DPS, or I guess my favorite DPS characters altogether would be the Gun Witch, the EV2. Ooh, laggy lag. The Gun Witch, the EV2, and probably the Huntress. My favorite builders are the EV2 and the Abyss Lord. I really, really like the Summoner in DD1. And I know it's not the Summoner, but it's inspired by the Summoner at least. So, I mean, if I was just to pick one, everybody knows. The people that know me well, that are watching, they know exactly what I'm going to say. Because I am very, very biased. I love the EV2. It's just beast. I love proton beams. I love the proton cannon. I just love it. In my opinion, there is nothing better than spraying down packs with that badass proton cannon. Now, did we get 2? Yeah, we got 2 Frosties on each lane. That's awesome. Wait till you see. If you guys have not experimented with this yet, with the Frosty Slime build, holy crap, man. Wait till you see the amount of just pure awesomeness the Frosty adds to the slimes. Oh, my God. It's just incredible. Let's see. The walls are actually seem like they're holding up fine for now. We'll have to see how it is once a boss gets to us. Yeah, anyway, my favorite is definitely the EV2. The only reason I'm actually not playing the EV2 now is, sadly, just for one thing. Double jump. Gotta have me some double jump. I can't randomly jump off cliffs if I don't have double jump. I think YouTube chat may be lagging again. Yeah, PCT, you need to get rid of that period. It's just exclamation point Steam. And the dive bombers, the Cobalt Flyers, they will go after the slimes, which is nice. Old Sammy the Trapper is going to get wrecked. Man, the lag is real today. Yeah, Elite, I'm not going to go through all my gear right now. I got too many heroes. You can look at my hero spotlights and see it all broken down. My gear is nothing exceptional. It's not anywhere near the best out there. I've got too many heroes. So I don't have any hero completely fine-tuned. My closest... My closest to being fine-tuned is definitely my PDT Huntress, who's actually using my cannonball set. Do they go after the Fisher as well sometimes? I haven't found a Demon's Lair medallion for the Dryad yet either, Omni. Those things are being elusive. Well, the shield there, Vimy, is... The shield for the Squire is not overly useful. It doesn't have any of the core stats on it, because it doesn't... I'm assuming Trending didn't want to give the Squire an unfair advantage over the other heroes by having that additional item slot. So the shield is really for looks. I mean, you will get useful stats on it, don't get me wrong. Particularly if you're a tank. You'll get some physical resist. Stuff like that. Yeah, I forgot to look at the... Frosties up in these slimes. Well, you know, Sam, I'm not an ability spammer, and the reason being is currently in game, one of the big things that's causing lag is hero abilities and multiple heroes spamming abilities at the same time. So I don't use a whole lot of abilities when I'm playing in a group. I mean, overall, my favorite ability by far is the Proton charge from the EV. Alright, we got Flyers, and then we got Satch. Now, Satch is the one guy that can cause problems if he chooses to. Depends on what you want, Vimy. It depends on what you're using it for. Each one of your Squires will have a different weapon. So, I mean, the only crucial weapons that are necessary in the game, in my opinion anyway, there's only two that are absolutely required. And that is the Toxic Shock Bow for the PDT Huntress, and where'd Satch go? There he is. And the Purge Evil weapon. Ah, man. It's all these... We got lots of Gunwitch spam going on, is what it is. But yeah, the abilities, and a lot of people aren't aware of that, and I mean, obviously, you should be able to use your abilities, but it's kind of a known issue. It has been for a while, where many people spamming abilities will cause massive lag. It's in the same category as the multiple builders on the same map. It can create massive amounts of lag. So, I mean, I use abilities all day long when I'm playing solo, but when I'm in a group, I try not to. Yeah, Crafty, the Kobold Flyers, I mean, the Proton beams were the original Kobold Flyer taunt tool. That was what started all of the dive bombers being, the Kobold Flyers being a non-issue. I'm sure that's going to get fixed. It's actually on the list of bugs over at the bug reporting tool. I'm going to do a video on that thing soon, because a lot of people don't take advantage of that. And what people don't realize is those bug games get voted up, or bugs in the game get voted up. So if there's a bug that you really want to get fixed, you need to head on over to those bug forums and vote that bug up. Because if it's at the bottom of the barrel, then it's not going to get fixed. I mean, like, I'm really liking the Dryad builder so far. So for me, I really want that crit scaling to get fixed on the Hornets and the Slimes. The crit damage isn't scaling as you upgrade them. I want that to get fixed. Yet on the bug reporting forum, it's really low. So its chances of getting fixed too soon are pretty slim. Get a little extra range on these guys, why not? Don't think we need any more range in the middle. But yeah, it's important, you know, obviously it's important for people to report bugs, but it's also important for Trendy to know what the hottest issues is. And they know that through, you know, the upvoting of what bugs to need to be addressed. Yeah, but anyway, you guys that are newer to the game, remember that it's not individual weapons or what weapon you have is not really, especially for a builder, it's not anywhere near as important as having the right passives and the right stats. So for every builder, with the exception really of the Serenity Aura Monk and the PDT Huntress, every builder, it's all about the stats. Whatever weapon you have means absolutely nothing. It's just the stats on the weapon and the passives. You want to have the correct stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with YouTube chat today. It is lagging way behind. It just... I'm not getting any of the new chat messages, and then it scrolls like 5-6 pages every now and then. Man, the Frosty Slimes chewed this map up. Now, let's see, are we going to get anything close enough here? See, we're at 110k attack damage. I don't think any mobs are going to get close enough. Or there one did. Yeah, from 110k to 178 to 246. Of course, the Frosty stack. So you get your attack damage up to 246,000 with a slime pit with 2 Frosties. Crazy. Yeah, there's several spreadsheets. There, Mel, if you look on the Dungeon Defenders 2 forums, all the action is always there. All the info. There's a couple of different ones going. Unfortunately, the people that are working on the spreadsheets and stuff for the passives and whatnot, there's several different ones going. And And they all basically have the same info, so one is not really greater than the other. I think Pandinator did the biggest one. That's the one I usually look at anyway. Doesn't make that the right one, or the one for you, but that's the one I usually look at. But I've got most of those memorized now. I mean, there's nothing really. I mean, there's lots of different builds out there on the forums, on YouTube, on that DD2 builder. It's got lots and lots and lots of stuff. Scarecrow's channel's got some nice builds. And here comes the train. Ha ha ha. Don't know how much of that you guys are picking up in the background, but there is a very loud train going behind the house here. Uh-oh. What do we got on the egg? I'm not seeing anything. And Sturgis is coming up the middle. Little random egg damage there. That happens. Die, Sturgis, die. Oh yeah, the slimes are getting up in his ass now. Sturgis down. Now if the random damage going to the egg doesn't keep going. What's it at? It's still more than half. Hopefully it'll survive these last 200 bads. Frosty Slimes for the win. Just about there. I actually should have moved those slimes up a little further, because everything's dying. The range on them is so good. They get so far out. And of course the Frosty doesn't affect the little slime ball. It only affects where the defense itself is laid. So I probably should have put those out here further, since the mobs are dying before they get to it. So what do you guys think? What's your favorite Terraria themed weapons so far? I'm still missing what? The Lavamancer fist I haven't done anything with, or I haven't gotten yet. I've got the Meowmere on my Squire, and then I've got the other sword on my Dryad, my DPS Dryad. William, I do a viewer build stream like once a month, and there's nothing formal. Just show up and say you want to build, and as long as we have time, I let everybody who wants to build one. Get rid of that world tree there, so we can open this bad boy. I think Mega Shark's a lot of fun too, Crafty. I think that's my favorite. We got a garbage Frosty. The Chilling Touch is no good. There's another weapon. I left that one off of the necessary weapons. Chilling Touch, which obviously drops on this map. 100% drop chance. That is required for your Frosty. All right, young gang, enjoy the Rocket King, or the Rocket League. Pardon me. I like the Terrablade too. Like I said, that's the one I'm using on my Dryad. the I don't mind the noise. I mean, I know you played Terraria extensively there, Omni, but I mean, how do you not love Meowmere? PCT using the neighbor's Wi-Fi area. The slimes have kind of a buggy tooltip right now. It doesn't list DPS, and the attack speed is a little funny. There should be a Frosty spotlight on my channel already, Liam. I thought so. Let's see. Somebody asked what the tier 1 slime damage is. Yeah, anyway, the slimes have kind of a funny tooltip, so it's hard to get any solid info off of them. You can see how much damage they're doing. See that, like, there's no DPS number. And the attack rate, it's got that 22.22. I'm assuming that means every 0.22 seconds it's going to attack. There's still a lot of things that need to be fixed with the Dryad, and like the Hornet range. My live stream the other day, or not on my live stream, on that Frosty video, the Frosty slime video, I was talking about upgrading the range, and when you're looking at the range as far as the circle on the ground over here with the Hornets, when you upgrade them, it's not actually changing. You see, it's not expanding as you upgrade. Yet, if you look at the tooltip, the range is going up. So the range does expand with the Hornets. There's Broken. I think as far as anyone in the Steam group, Broken may have... is probably the closest to the amount of hours played in DD2 that I am. Oh yeah, I've done the old buffed and boosted slimes there, destroyed. Let's see what map we want to do next. Liam, if I don't have one there, I'll get one done. That's definitely a required hero spotlight. The old Frosty Apprentice. Yeah, anyway, let's see. I got, what weapons do I have? I've got a bunch of them. I don't have them all yet. Let's see. I've got the Terrablade here. And then, I believe, old Bling, I went with a jackpot Meowmere. Pretty pathetic that I was willing to waste that kind of points, or that kind of souls, on a character, or on something I probably won't use again for a long time. But I got me a Meowmere for my jackpot set. It depends on how you want to play your EV there, Miller. I personally went for big boy and grab bot increase. So I can do 7 grab bots now. I think it's 7. Let's see. See, I can't do another one, can I? Let me burn this heat off and see here. And there goes YouTube chat again, scrolling away. Yeah, it looks like 7's my limit, but I can get 7 grab bots up, and it... I mean, it packs a punch. You know, you get Dragolich in the mix, and it's a couple mil DPS. Yeah, PCT, the Frosty slime is just absolutely incredible. Alright, now speaking of terrible RNG and needing a medallion, Let's do a little Demon's Lair here. I've got, that's actually my favorite, Andy, is that jackpot, the unholy jackpot squire. I know I got a hero spotlight on that one because it is just fun as hell. Omni, when you actually do the math on the defense power and crit, you actually get, although it is close on the harpies, you get more DPS out of each point of crit damage that you put into it over power. I've only actually gotten one medallion for the Dryad at all so far. I've had just awful luck. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Yeah, I've got everything going in defense crit now. Now, the way the Dryad passives are set, it's going to be quite a bit of work. I mean, it's going to be the current worst farm in the game to maximize a builder set. It's going to be really, really painful. But once it's done, I think you're going to be beast. Because, like, I'm going to have a Slime Dryad, a Hornet Dryad, a Harpy Dryad, and a Tree of Life Dryad. And that's just that's ridiculous. But that's the way to maximize. I mean, you're going to get the most out of it if you do that. And it's going to require hundreds and hundreds of hours of gameplay to get to that. But that's going to be the way to do it. Oh, I wish they'd do something. Now, 100% I think is probably a little excessive. You got to have replayability. You know, being a free-to-play game, they have to give people reasons to keep playing it. So 100%'s a little much, but at least 50% would be nice on those 750 armor pieces. They're elusive. There's no doubt about that. They are very, very elusive. I think I might actually go do a little Dryad DPS on this one. I'm not a big fan of the DPS style, but you can get some nice burst going on. It just doesn't last very long. You go from extreme beast mode to mediocre in just a matter of seconds. See, that's going to be leafy too. I'm just going to pop them all in here. Or, I guess that's not necessary. I'll do that. I still need to get myself some storm boots on the old girl here. She's not the quickest runner out there. Yeah, I hear you, PCT. Well, they definitely need to fix it, but like I said, you guys need to understand too that that's low priority for Trendy, especially considering that is not what endgame will be. Endgame will be much meaner than that. Oh, I got rolled. I was even in tank mode. I wasn't expecting that. Yep, Nimbus Reach has got them storm boots. Goddamn train again. I hate it when they go back and forth. I live probably about half a mile away from like a big substation or junction or whatever you want to call it. And ooh, man. Whew. For the West Coast Railroad system. So the trains go back and forth a little bit on me. I'm 40. There, Darby. Where'd that Lava Guardian go? There he is. I'm old in gaming years. Yeah, he's wigging a little, huh? Oh yeah, PCT. You can actually get your apprentice going so fast that it seems like the game can't even keep up with it. I mean, it's just ridiculous how fast you can get them going. Yeah, lagging too much to switch over. Ugh. Yeah, the lag is real. Boost arrows are awesome there, Stroid. Depends on what you're going for. But the fix to boost arrows, I mean, you don't like boost arrows now, you should have saw them 3 or 4 months ago. They used to be complete POSs. But their boost arrows aren't terrible. If you've got an area with a bunch of defenses clumped up, that's money well spent. You know, 40 DU for, well, you know what? I think what's causing this lag is my number 1 there, my blessing. So I'm going to leave that off. Go in old corrupt face rolling mode. That didn't last long. Anyway, you can hit some big DPS numbers, burst DPS numbers, when you go corrupt with your, if you got that Starfall, the Starfall passives. But well, I mean, right now, no boosts are necessary. But I don't know, like I said, people don't realize that this is nowhere near where the state of the game will be, just even in a really quick time. I mean, the next major content update is going to completely change endgame. Alright, PCT, have a good one, man. Now just give up a 750 medallion, would you? Give it up. Yeah, I mean, in the current state of the game, I mean, that's no good. That's what's really hurting the population of the game, is right now it's the end game is too easy, and you can get there, a new player can get there in a day. I'm gonna have some Dryad builds on the channel here over the next week. I'm not happy enough with any of the sets of gear I have to be trying to show off the proper Dryad build now, because I just don't have it. You know, I don't have all of the goodies yet. It actually used to be 72 there, Chris, but that was only on the weekends. It's always been 24, but they had the triple metal weekend event going. It's all first come, first serve. They're crazy. I actually only got time for one more run. I got to be at work in, what, 50 minutes. I always get lots of friend invites when I'm streaming here. I don't do, the only people I have on my friends list, and I've said this a million times, but are real life friends, moderators on any of my various channels, or people I do collabs with on YouTube. Volcanoes kind of bore me there, Stroid. I just don't. They're not fun to me. To me, it's one of the things that's wrong with the game. 100 DU towers. Now that's not a very popular opinion, obviously, but to me, 100 DU towers is something that's just wrong with the game. Let's see. What do we want to do? Trying to think of what goodies I need here. Yeah, the Terrablade's fun. It's, you know, it's nothing to... None of the weapons are better than the best weapon that you already had. But it's fun. Here's my Terrablade here. I went with ability power and the 5% hero crit chance. The powder toss, I didn't really care about, to be honest with you, but it seemed to be on most of them. But, I mean, you can get some... You can get into the millions with the proper set. And I don't have the proper set of gear, but if you go corruption mode and drop yourself some... Now, I don't have Dragolich equipped, remember. I'm using Sandstorm, but you see, you can get up into the millions for sure. Apparently I can't, because I'm a dumbass. Let's see. Well, I could earlier. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Anyway, you see the projectile, the little star flying there? That's the Terrablade passive, and it does pierce. Happens once a second, I think. I actually wanted to, Miller. I got a really good friend, Zeb, who's been one of my good YouTube friends for a long time, and he's actually his channel is 100% Terraria based, so I mean it only makes sense for us to do a collab together, but we haven't had an opportunity yet. Or yeah, once per second it fires that wisp. Pierces 3 targets, doing 50% hero damage as magic damage. Alright, so what you guys want to do? I got time for one more run, then I gotta get to work. We got 45 minutes now to get to work. So I can do one quicker one. Tell you what, I do still... Or what do we need? I don't even know what I need anymore. I know I need storm boots for the Dryad, but I don't feel like doing Nimbus right now. See one of Broken's builds here. Yeah, that's true. Altar would be a good one. That, and I still don't have a nice ring for my gun witch. Let's see, we'll get a little altar going here. I actually wanted to see one of Broken's builds just because I know he's gonna have some meaty gear. Nah, altar, I actually never had a problem with altar. I mean, it had bugs right at release, but the easy work around the bugs was proper usage of blockades, because the blockades would aggro the baddies, and you would get a bugged assassin maybe once out of every 15 runs if you threw enough blockades around. But I haven't seen, I personally haven't experienced an altar bug since that patch. Now that's not to say there aren't some there, but I personally haven't had any. get broken some mana here. And I actually need, like I said, I need a Gunwitch ring. Don't have a good one. I got this one. I mean, this one's obviously not terrible, but it's not the one I was looking for. Alright, Liam. Have a good one, man. I really need to quit using Dragalich on this guy, too. I'll just keep him for now. Oh yeah, Broken's got the PDT set. Let's check out that range. Oh yeah. Broken with the speedy build. Yeah, you're never going to see any complaints out of me with Proton beams broken. It's my favorite, absolute favorite defense in the game. I haven't grinded this one a whole lot either, Omni. I mean, I do it. It's part of my daily rotation, doing the daily 5 missions. I always do this one, but I haven't grinded it in quite a while. I actually don't use blocks on this, or I use the blocks on this one here and here. I guess I can't say I don't use them. It's almost, it's not necessary to use blockades, but using blockades makes your life really, really easy on this for certain. Grant, I personally dumped it all into, well, I go with the attack range and attack speed, since it's got that little CC effect on my Mystic Waller. And then anything that's left, I just throw it into defense power in case I want to do any of those a bazillion 100 DU defenses on a map. I'll have one that's decently effective. But with the Mystic Walls, you definitely want to have the range and the attack speed in there as well, since it has, you know, it has that effect. You coming after me, Alter Assassin? That's not very nice. I'm just chillaxing down here. Ooh, man, they're all coming my way, huh? Dirty bastards. Gotta keep an eye on them. Oh, somebody else pissed them off now. I'll show you after we get done with this run. I'll show you my Mystic Waller. Now it's not fully upgraded, but I'll show you what I did with it anyway. Mystic Walls are definitely, after the rework comes in the next big content update, Mystic Walls are definitely something you will be seeing very frequently with me. It's one of my favorite 30 DU wall for sure. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you can't really put the same next to each other. because Volcano is 100 DU, period. You know, I don't use full Protons all the time, as they are so expensive. Well, I don't really play melee tanks, Stroid. I'm not a fan. It's just I personally just liked ranged characters. In just about every game I've played, I've just always liked the ranged guys. Oh, oh, oh. Good lord. Just barely saved that time. Uh-oh. Assassin's coming my way. If I was to say, from what I hear, the Dryad supposedly makes a just stupid, ridiculous tank. Which, that's the hero I'm going to work on for tanking. But I'm not, I mean, I haven't even played the build much. Just minutes. Yep, that's why I got to have me some double jump there, Stroid, because my ass jumps off cliffs constantly. Double jump for the save all the time. This is a map that having a tank can actually be very effective. I mean, now it's on such an easy mode grind for everybody that it's not that big of an issue, but I think after the reworking, a tank will be a very effective addition to your team on this map. Being able to tank the assassins is just huge. How many we got? We got 3. We're almost there. There's number 4. Ba-bam. Feels like Doom, huh? Goddamn train again. I wish he would just go away. Yeah, anyway, out the back of my house is yeah, not that far off even. Just probably maybe, I don't know, maybe 50, 60 feet is some train tracks. For the EV, Thomas, it doesn't even matter. Your best bet would be to jump into a really, really long onslaught and get all of your gear knocked out. Or, you know, a good portion of it. You'll get a lot of nice upgrades if you did one really long onslaught that was several hours. Don't you come near me, assassins. And just one more book and we're there. That'll give me, what, 20, 30 minutes to get ready and get to work. Oof. We gonna get it? Nope, nobody's over here. I got rolled by the aura. It's 30. I thought it was 30 for the tree. I don't like having to put the tree down either. I don't think anybody does, but I mean, until they add some interesting passives or maybe make the tree a little bit hardier. I mean, you'd think it being a tree that it would take some kind of reduced damage. Maybe reduced magic damage, but increased damage versus axes. I don't know. But the trees, although you can get the health up really, really high, man, they are squishy. They burn down so quick. Uh-oh. There we go. That was a little better. I'm pretty sure it's 30 DU. I don't remember though. I'll have to swap over and look here in just a sec. Yeah, I mean, the tree's got to do something interesting other than just laying down towers. And then people will stop being mad about it, I'm sure. Anyway, guys, that is going to be my last run of the day, but I do have a couple minutes to answer some questions. So I'll check on that tree Dryad. No luck on a ring. Crappy Dark Ritual Blade, too. Thank you for the build there, Broken. Yep, no ring for me. I'm not sure. Are the spheres not working? I know that that blockade boost sphere is not working for the mystic walls, but I thought it was working for like maybe a squire blockade. What inspired me to start YouTube was Orcs Must Die. I loved that game so much, and I started getting into high scoring on it, and people were asking me for high scoring strategies, so I figured I'd start the YouTube channel, and that's how it all began. Orcs Must Die. Let's see. Let's get some trees out here and check them out. All right. So, and then let's get a squire in the mix too. All right. So I got the range and nature's growth. Let's see. Let's check out the range first. Let's see. Let me check it out without the range sphere. I haven't even looked at this one, to be honest with you. Let's see, the range is 1350, and if I pop that sphere in, then it's 1944. So the range sphere is definitely working. Now the blockades, because I do have that blockade sphere as well. Which one is it here? Nature's growth. It's supposed to increase blockade health by 10%. Nope, not working. So yeah, that one's confirmed not working for sure. I thought it was just not working with some of the walls. I didn't realize it wasn't working with any of them. So that's disappointing. That should be fixed pretty quick. Since that mechanic is already in the game with the boost aura, you would think they'll be able to jump on that one pretty quick. Now the tree is 30. Right there, you see it on my toolbar, 30 DU. At least they made the tree so it's easy to upgrade. I mean, 100 DU and you're at max. There's a tree farm. Yeah, slimes are 40, harpies are 40. You know, the Nimbus is something I haven't played with a whole lot. But anyway, you guys were asking about Dryad passives. So let me hop on my Dryad builder and show you where I'm going. Now, like I said, I can completely, although it will be just the most insanely stupid grind you could ever imagine, in my opinion, the way it's gonna be, unless they make a change to the passives, which they probably could, is, see, like right now, each of the Harpy, or of the Dryad's defenses have 2 passives. You see here slime damage increased, and then you see Harpy critical damage increased. It's the same way with every defense. You've got a damage increase and a critical damage increase. So, like here on this piece, these boots, where the Monster Hornet's crit damage is increased by 7%, and just the damage is increased by 3%, this would be a perfect piece for a Hornet build. So I could imagine these boots staying around for a really long time and being part of my Hornet setup. Now I'm kind of all gung-ho about the slimes, but originally I was more excited about the Hornets than anything else, so I was really looking for Hornet pieces. So I've got a lot of items with Hornet pieces on them. Now it just so happened that several of them had slime damage on it as well. So that worked out for my benefit, but in my mind, I think the perfect set will be, you know, if it's your slime set, you want the increased damage and the increased crit damage for slimes on that piece, with the third thing being 5% defense crit chance. Now, the slimes, of course, have, or the Hornets, pardon me, have that critical stings passive. But considering it's got this many passives in the game, and as Omni just mentioned, it's all random each time everyone rolls, it will be the most ridiculous grind out of any of them. You know, like I thought the Abyss Lord was tough, getting 10% archer damage on every piece. The Abyss Lord grind will be nothing compared to what the Dryad grind will be. But I'm still going to do it. You know, I'm going to end up having, you know, consider it. Right now, I don't play any tanks or any melee DPS. And I'm really assuming that my opinion on that will change greatly as soon as the Barbarian comes to the game. But since the Barbarian's not here yet, I focus mainly on range. So I've got 3 Dryads currently at level 50. Leafy 2, and Leafy 3. How original. And I can see those being a Hornet builder, a Slime builder, and a Harpy builder down the road. But we'll have to see how that goes. Like I said, people are talking about how beast she is as a tank, and you can hit that the really big burst damage as a DPS character, but it's just very, very short-lived. Now, it is something you can throw up regularly, but once again, it's down to playing in a group. Ability spam causes lag. So if you are playing in a group, you spamming all those abilities on your Dryad has a really solid chance of causing undue lag to your group. And that's one of the things that really is a hot item I think needs to be fixed very, very quickly. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for now. I got 25 minutes now to throw on the suit and tie and make it to work. So I am going to get off here. But you guys have an awesome day, and thank you all for swinging by the stream. I still can't guarantee it's going to be every week yet, just because it is really difficult for me to get out of bed on Tuesdays, because I work so late Monday nights. But I am going to try to make Tower Defense Tuesday a normal thing, and be here every single Tuesday. But for today, that is going to do it. So thank you guys for watching. Once again, appreciate you for swinging by, and we'll see you soon. Going to be lots and lots of beginner tutorials actually coming to the channel. That's one of the things that a lot of us vets take for granted, you know, when you've got all those hours played in the game, is some of the stuff can be quite confusing in DD2 when you first start off. And I'm going to try, you know, I of course want to see the player base for DD2 grow and stick around. So I'm going to try to eliminate some of that confusion for newer players by putting a bunch of beginner stuff onto the channel. Psycho Billy, you missed all the Dryad giveaways, man. They were all last week. I had 6 codes last week. Gave them all out on 3 different streams. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm down to the 23-minute mark now to throw on a suit and tie and still make it to work. So thank you guys very much, and we'll be back soon with more DD2. See ya!